and the mountains do generate pretty darn far out. This chest, it's just sitting here, and what is in it? So this is what it looks like on the outside of the bunker. So we're in the bunker, we're gonna go straight up to see... What? Okay, I did not expect this. Good day, it is I, ThatLostGamer. Today we are playing Placid Plastic Duck Simulator, and I am back. After taking a few weeks off, I have recharged my batteries enough that I'm able to come back. So I'm gonna start a new series where I break the bounds of different games and go into areas that we're not supposed to, and see what we can find that might be pretty interesting. If you have any games that you want to recommend that I check out, leave them in the comments down below, and we will explore together to see what interesting oddities we can find. So I got this tool called Melon Loader, and it actually has a free cam hack built right into it. So all I have to do is hit enable free cam, and would you look at that? We are breaking out of the bounds of the main menu. So this tool actually lets us go anywhere we want. We can check out as far as the eye can see. So let's start a new game and see where the game takes us. So I did pay for the DLC, believe it or not. And if you don't know what this game is, it's actually a waiting simulator where ducks pop into the stage periodically. Now I'll enable all the DLCs so that way we have all the duckies, and we'll go. Now let's turn off free cam for a second so you can see what the game actually looks like. So yes, we have a duck here. As you can see, you can zoom up to the duck, and yes, it is definitely a ducky. You can kind of look around, and then you can also go to different areas by right-clicking, and then you can click over and then kind of see what everything looks like. And then before you know it, you have some friends. So we got some sleepy duck over there. So we got camo duck. I know he's really hard to see, but he's there. And we got Rimp Van Winkle Christmas whatever duck. And then occasionally the ducks will go into the bottom pool once they hit the slide, and then the vacuum will take them back up. That's pretty much it. Now there is a door here, and from what I can tell, the door actually has a unique randomized password that you have to figure out yourself. So if we press F7, we can bring up Melon Loader, and then we'll begin free cam. So I'll hit F7 again to put it away. And now we can just kind of fly around and see what the game devs don't want us to see. So it is basically just a giant floating space. There is a tiny island here with a seashell. If we go into the dirt, you can see the seashell is not even textured on the bottom. It's just kind of a half textured item onto the island. If we move up, you can see there's pretty much nothing as far as the eye can see. We can keep going in one direction, and the water pane is actually fairly large that goes on pretty much for infinity. So now we are so far out, I cannot see anything around us. So we're gonna go teleport back and see what else we can do. If we go up to the door, we can look through, and nope, nothing in the door as of right now. Nothing in the keypad to signify what keys I need to press. And I gotta figure it out. I'm not exactly sure what to do to get the door open, so we're gonna have to figure that out. And here is what the radio looks like close up. Now, normally you cannot get this close, but it's pretty interesting how detailed the textures are. It even has an aux port. So now that's pretty much all that's in level 1 here. So we're gonna go over to level 2 and see what we can check out. Now we can actually snap right to level 2 by hitting this drop down and then go to DLC to environment. So we're gonna load, and there we go. We are in level 2. We didn't even need to pick the level from the main menu. I have a duck that's on fire for some reason. I do not know why. Now, the winter DLC has a lot more going on than the regular level. As you can see, if we sit in this chair over here, we can look at, there's a book with some text on it, there's some paintings, and there's some other stuff in the distance that look pretty interesting, but we can't interact with it. And on the other side here, we have an ice hockey rink and a bulletin board for the ski hill. So now I'm going to switch into free cam and do some exploring. Now, I did have to play around with this for a little while, and the mountains do generate pretty darn far out. I'm really curious why they had to generate the world so far out. I would imagine that would make the file size that much bigger, but what do I know? I don't program games. Would you look at that? So it looks like the ski lift has moved, as well as the ice cleaning machine. And it looks like the ice cleaning machine is also helping a ducky into the ski lift. Now that was a perfect shot. Oh yeah, that's the good stuff. Well, I don't know what I was expecting, but that pretty much was it. I'm trying to look around to see if maybe it moved it somewhere, but I can't see where it would have teleported to. Now let's explore the inside of the cabin a little bit, because there's a lot of small details that we gotta zoom up on here. Like this chest, it's just sitting here, and what is in it? Well, nothing. One thing that is kind of interesting is the curtain actually opened a little bit. So if I fly in really close, we can actually see what is behind the curtain. And would you look at this? This is interesting. It's a code. We also have a ducky riding a horse. and some old 1920s cartoon duck in the style of Mickey Mouse, and nothing behind them either. And here's what the book is. Now, from a distance, you can't actually read this, and I can't read it close up either. It's in a different language, and there seems to be a little picture of a diagram. I'm not sure of what. So if you guys understand what this means, leave a comment down below. I'd be very interested to know. Future Lost Gamer here. So I'm going to use my phone to translate the text. Now I did use a program to extract the sprite sheets, and now I'm going to use my phone to translate it. So it's kind of interesting. This is actually in Italian, and I'll stop on each page for a couple seconds here so that way you could actually see what it translates to. Now, I'm not sure if this is 100% accurate, but it's kind of handy here, so check it out. We also have a very unusual picture of this cat with nothing behind it. I'm not sure what these clues are. So here we also have the info board, which is found in front of the ski slope. You're not able to zoom into it normally, but thanks to my free cam, I'm able to get up to it. And if we swing around to the back, you can see there's nothing here. Now, I did also extract the files, and there wasn't too much more to see from actually looking at it in the game. The resolution is pretty low. I did also reverse image search this, but it didn't lead me to anything. Now, if you follow me through here, there'll be something pretty interesting in the ice. It's a woolly mammoth duck. I'm not sure if we could activate an event to get him out, but I did look through the commands and I could not find anything. Now, my discoveries on this game are very surface level, so I'm going to have to work with you guys and explain what I'm finding as I find them. So, hey, would you look at that? A latitude and longitude. So let's Google that, and here we go. There's an area in Italy, and there is no street view near it. And for some reason, none of the photos in this location load, other than the one that's on the display picture. I have no clue, and I'm too lazy to look it up, so I will leave this huge mystery here for you guys. So I just learned how to activate different events in Melon Loader, and here's a look at a ship. Again, this ship is so far away you cannot make out any details, but it's amazing how much details they actually put in this. They modeled both sides of it, and you can see that there's little life buoys or something down there. And it's got a little swimming pool in the top. Very cool if you ask me. And then over here, we also have an airplane that is for some reason frozen in the air. Now, if we look on the inside, would you look at that? Details you would never see from the ground. Everything on the inside of the airplane is modeled. That is absolutely insane. I was also able to spawn a spaceship drone event that will drop in a computer duck with a bunch of working computer parts inside with liquid cooling. Now this duck looks like it was created by Corsair. Now it looks like when I actually activate these events, the end event animation never activates. So I'm able to just fly up to the different events floating around in the sky and check them out. So here's a close-up of the spaceship. So after messing around some more, I did find some interesting stuff. So I was not able to trigger the woolly mammoth down there. I'm not sure exactly what I need to do that. But one thing that's kind of interesting is if you go to the looking item, you'll see that you're looking here. But are you actually looking outside? And if I do that, sure enough, we are not. We are actually, look, way off in the distance. That is where the house is. And these rocks that we're staring at, if we check over it, there's literally nothing on the other side. Just drops down. There's a hot air balloon over here, by the way. If we check in the rocks, there is nothing in the rocks. So I am not entirely sure what this is all about. Now, if we go over to the hot air balloon, I have not looked at this yet. So let's see what we can find. Memory. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. So it's pretty much as simple of a hot air balloon as it can get. So I'm still pretty new to Melon Loader, but I did happen to stumble my way into getting into the bunker without using the code. So let's see what we can actually interact with. So it looks like we could click on the bed and see the photos. So I do have the raw images of these that I did extract from the game. And here is the more photos that I've also extracted. So I'll show you a little bit better what this looks like. So I won't go out right now because I have no way of getting back in here. So yeah, it looks like this is pretty much it. I heard that I could move a chess piece. Yep, there's that. I can click on the can and it will disappear. Well, this is interesting. Oh, okay. So I can't do anything with that as far as I know. Okay. So if I hit escape now, there's a folder here. Okay, and there's nothing we can do with this for now. Okay, cool. What else? There's a generator, and then there's a dice that we can roll, a D20. So this is what it looks like on the outside of the bunker. And that's interesting because we are actually underwater. Let's go see what's inside the locker. We got nothing. Look inside the other two. Got nothing in that one, nothing in that one, and nothing in that one. Go look at some of the boxes. Pretty much nothing in the boxes. We got a shipping label, which is kind of interesting, but it is all blurred out, so we can't make anything out of that. Well, this is kind of disappointing. I was hoping to find some more secret. There's the ramen. I found the texture for the ramen, but there's no secrets on that. Here's the D20. Very high texture. Okay. So we're in the bunker. We're going to go straight up to see... What? Okay, I did not expect this. It's a giant water sphere. Oh, we're above it! Would you look at that? We are actually right above the pool. The bunker is above, not below. Which makes sense, because if it's a water pane, they don't want it... Oh, and we are right outside of the area of view. We go up. Oh, it's actually really far up, because I'm moving really fast right now. And then it's a water sphere, so you can't see. Okay. So it's just pretend water, unlike the real water. Very interesting. Okay, and you can see the actual game here. And then there's the, I guess, DLC area. Well, that is pretty much all I have for today. So thank you all for joining me, and have a fantastic day or night. And don't forget to hit subscribe, and maybe consider becoming a member and get early access to videos all month long for only 99 cents. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.